friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany, and in today's video, we are doing a weight loss update. I feel like it's been a hot minute since I have updated you on my current weight and my journey on a GLP-1 medication over the last year plus. So I am looking forward to kind of giving you an update. We're gonna talk the good, the bad, the ugly, and where I'm currently at today. So if you're here for it, let's go ahead and get started. Before we go any further in today's video, I wanna give a huge thank you to our sponsor, Hydro. Hydro rowers offer an immersive, full body workout, not just for rowers, but for anyone looking to take control of their health. I've spoken freely here on my channel about my love of at-home workouts, and the Hydro rower has been the perfect new addition to our workout options. I chose a rower because of the incredible unique benefits it offers over other types of cardio equipment. The Hydro rower offers a full body workout that engages up to 86% of your body's muscles, while still providing a low weight bearing workout option, which is fantastic for people like me. I've talked to you freely about the arthritis in my feet, and using the Hydro rower has been a very comfortable workout experience. I also love that I'm getting both a cardiovascular workout as well as a strength workout. The Hydro rower also has a very luxurious design made of aluminum and steel with a crystal clear display and a uniquely quiet fitness experience. And with the two models, the Wave and the Pro, there's something to fit everyone's needs as well as your space. The extensive library offers over 5,000 different types of workouts, not only just rowing, but also yoga and strength training. And the gorgeous images transport you all over the world, places like Boston, London, Switzerland, Hawaii. There's over 100 different locations, and you never get bored with all of the beautiful scenery. And the workouts are led by incredible athletes, including elite rowers, celebrated Olympians, and super motivating coaches. I had never rowed before, but I always thought it looked like a very peaceful and relaxing exercise. And luckily, the Hydro rower offers how to row videos, so you don't have to know what you're doing. And there's workouts for all levels, both on and off the rower, so there's something for everyone. But I have to tell you that my favorite part of using the Hydro rower has definitely been the stress relief and the endorphin rush I get from this workout. Whether it's the incredible music, the beautiful scenery, the really inspirational coaches, it is just a really relaxing and very motivating workout experience every time. And right now, Hydro is offering $275 off the Wave and $525 off the Pro. This is absolutely the best deal you're gonna find on a rower and the best time to invest in your health. I have truly loved adding the Hydro rower to our workout options here at home, and I will have everything linked for you down in the description box so you can check it out for yourself. And thank you again to Hydro for sponsoring today's video. So I have an entire playlist on weight loss and my weight loss journey and how I ended up kind of where I'm at today. That I will link for you down below, and I'll try to remember to have it be kind of an option at the end of the video. But basically, in a nutshell, last February, not this one that just passed, but February 2024, I went to my physical and I weighed in at my heaviest weight in my entire life at 266 pounds. Mind blowing. I definitely felt terrible and felt like I was very, very morbidly obese, but I didn't necessarily feel like I was close to 300 pounds. Looking back, when I see pictures that pop up or I look at old videos, it's hard to believe that that is who I was, only because I wasn't that person my entire life. Just kind of, you know, in a nutshell, I have battled with my weight my entire life, but 266 is by far the highest I'd ever gotten. I have 5 beautiful children, and after every single pregnancy, I seemed to hang on to, 10 to 20 pounds that I just couldn't shed. And by the time I got to number 4 and number 5, I was holding on to significantly more. COVID hit, I was depressed, gained a ton more weight, and here we are, here we were last February, and my doctor just looked me square in the eye and said, we gotta change something. I had sleep apnea, my asthma was out of control, the arthritis in my feet from carrying my body was just so terrible, and I could barely walk, I couldn't exercise. My A1C was borderline. It wasn't like high yet, but it was well on its way. And I was just really, really, really unhealthy. And even more so, I was unhappy. And I remember just sitting in front of this doctor. She was a new doctor to me, and crying and just saying, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, because I'm not an overeater. I could afford to move my body more, but I just didn't understand why I was gaining all of this weight. Let's fast forward to now. Here we are. It is April 23rd when I'm filming this. And as of today, I am down to 189 pounds, which puts me at 76 pounds down. Like mind blown. It's crazy to me to think that I am 24 pounds away from my goal of losing 100 pounds. When I started this GLP-1 journey, I definitely did not have like this image of myself at the end. It was very hard to picture what my life would look like 100 pounds lighter, you know what I mean? And sometimes it's still hard for me to picture what that person is going to look like or how that person's going to feel. It's hard to shift your mindset from being, seeing your body and yourself as one way for so long, to then recognizing that that isn't who you are anymore. And I still often will buy clothes that are too big for me. Danny tells me all the time that like I have this mental block of seeing the person that's in front of me versus seeing the person I was, and he's not wrong. It is hard. It is definitely hard. I so wish that I had done my measurements before I started this journey, because I feel like the amount of inches and everything that I've lost is significantly more than the weight. And I feel it in my face. When I look at pictures like this of me before, this is, just super stressed, cortisol Tiffany with, really high levels of just inflammation. I was so inflamed all of the time. And that is definitely something the GLP-1 medication has helped me with that I wasn't prepared for, is just the complete decrease in inflammation. It's been incredible. I would say the change that I was the least prepared for and the most excited for is my mental health. I cannot even begin to tell you what a shift I have had in my mental health. I felt like for the longest time, I was just kind of locked away. I was in there, but I was locked away. And I did, put in energy and effort into my hair and makeup, but I really did not take care of myself the way that I, grew up taking care of myself for like the last probably, I don't know, close to 10 years. I mean, my littlest is going to be 10 in September. And I would definitely say that was, from that pregnancy on, I kind of lost myself in depression and just anxiety and the overwhelming feeling of being a mom of 5 and trying to balance a career and building a career and our move, like just so much. That I didn't realize what a toll it was taking on my mental health until I started to lose weight. And I had a ton of childhood trauma that I needed to work through. And I mentioned before that I'd like to do a video on how I did that, how I battled childhood trauma, and how I take care of myself every day when it comes to my mental health. And I do think that's going to be a video I am going to put out very, very soon, because I think that a lot of you could benefit from that. I know so many of you have reached out to me privately saying, that you have been through similar situations. And I just think it'd be good for me to share not only like my perspective as a mental health provider, but also my perspective as a trauma survivor and what that looks like on a day-to-day basis, and how healing from trauma has completely changed my life. And one of the major things I've noticed is that I hid myself and my body under weight to combat the feelings that I had pent up from my childhood trauma. So definitely look forward to that video. I think that's going to be coming up here very soon. It's going to be very vulnerable, but that's kind of how we roll on this channel. So come back, because we're gonna get real in that video. So what's been working? Let's talk what's been working. Number one, what's been working is my GLP-1 medication. I take Zepbound. I'm on 15 milligrams. It's been 2 full months now that I've been on the 15 milligrams, and I feel phenomenal. The only side effects that I get now are like the day that I take the shot, I'm incredibly sleepy. Like by the end of the day, I'm just kind of tired, and I'm always cold. So at night, I have a really hard time regulating my body temperature, like warming up in my bed. So even now that it's like 65, I still have my heated blanket on my bed, and I have to like warm up under that heated blanket before I can comfortably go to sleep. But that is part of the medication. It's actually a side effect, and people always, my friends that I know in real life are like, it's because you're so skinny now. I'm like, it's totally not because I've lost weight. It is 100% the medication. But that is definitely one of the side effects. But the GLP-1 medication has definitely been working. It gets rid of my food noise. It curbs my appetite, so I am able to eat what I should be eating, like what's appropriate for my body versus what I want to eat, right? If something is so delicious and I want to sit and eat the whole thing, I'm much better. I'm also able to, decline dessert, say no to things if I don't want them. It's easy. Last night, Danny had chocolate, and he came into the bedroom and he was like, hey, I brought you some chocolate. And I was like, I already brushed my teeth. Where normally old Tiffany would have eaten it and brushed my teeth again, but I didn't. I just didn't eat it. So that's definitely working. Number 2, staying within a calorie deficit. I've talked so much about this in every one of my weight loss videos. Staying in a calorie deficit is literally the only way to lose weight. You have to ingest more than you are burning. It's the only way, calorie in, calorie out. And so I still use the MyFitnessPal app. It is free. You can pay for an upgraded version. I don't. I just use the free version, and I just keep track of what I'm eating and drinking, and also how much movement I'm doing. So I try not to eat the calories that I burn, and it just keeps me in a calorie deficit. And then number 3, what's been working is exercise, you guys. Exercising, move your body every single day. That does not have to look like you're doing an exercise video or like, I ride the bike. I also have a rower now, and I use WalkFit, which is a walking app, and I also use Get Healthy UTV for weightlifting. So I also use YouTube for weightlifting. So you don't have to do any like formal working out. You can just get out and move your body. Literally, Danny and I have been going on a walk every single night. It's been glorious. It's been nice. Just get out there, hold hands, you know what I mean? Talk while we're walking. That's been really enjoyable, but you just got to move your body every single day. Set a calorie goal. Figure out what that looks like. I'm realizing I have headphones in, and I was like, why do I feel like I'm yelling? I think it's because I have my headphone in. But just making sure that you are prioritizing movement, because you really can't move the scale if you're not balancing how much you're eating and how much you're moving. So what's next? For now, my goal is to continue to plug away. I would really like to get to 100 pounds down. So, just keep doing what I'm doing. It's crazy to think how much weight I've lost since our trip to Disney in February. I felt so good on that trip, and yet I am down like almost 20 pounds from that trip. So it's just crazy to think that. But, I'm preparing for the change in my day. So if you missed the announcement, June, I'll be leaving, retiring from education as a school counselor and going into full-time content creation. And I'm curious what that's going to look like. I typically get more steps when I'm at home than I do at work, which sounds kind of crazy, but I am never sitting at home, or at work. I often will be, at my desk. Doing reports, 504s, making tons of phone calls, sitting in meetings after meeting. But at home, I definitely don't have that. So I think that's going to be nice. It's going to be easier to get my steps in. I'm also going to have more time to work out, which is going to be great. Creating a new everyday routine is going to be good. I'm really looking forward to that. But with that being said, come August or July, our insurance is going to change, because right now I carry the insurance and Danny's going to start carrying insurance. So I'm curious what that's going to do to my medication. I have a backup plan, If my insurance no longer covers it, then I will switch over to Mochi Health. I talked about Mochi Health. They are an online platform for compounded GLP-1 medication. So I have a plan. I'm not worried. I'm just curious of what that's going to look like and anticipating, you know, a possible shift in that. I also have massive goals of increasing my muscle mass. So I've been so focused on losing weight that I really was trying not to put on a lot of muscle while I was doing it because I wanted to be motivated by the scale going down. But now I really want to put on muscle. So I'm noticing that, like, yes, my bum is smaller, but it's not as firm as I would like it to be. You know, my arms, I have like loose skin, you know what I mean? That like I'm never gonna get rid of on its own. It would require surgery. I don't know if I'll ever do that. I definitely have like loose skin in my tummy area. I get comments about like my mom tummy, and a lot of that is unfortunately skin now. So, you know, there's the possibility that I may eventually want to remove some of that on my stomach and possibly my legs, because I am starting to see it on my legs too. But I told Danny the other day, I would love to see if there is a personal trainer out there that works with people like me who have lost a significant amount of weight and are looking to put on muscle, and like how to, you know, take care of your body so it's not just a big flabby mess. So that is a big goal for me moving forward. So that's where we're at, down 76 pounds as of today, down in the 180s as of today, feeling phenomenal. My energy levels are through the roof. I just feel so good all the time. I feel like I got my mojo back. Like I'm crawling out of this cave that I was in and coming out of hibernation, and it's so good. My marriage is thriving. My relationship with my kids is thriving. The one area in my life that I'm working on is figuring out what this looks like with like my friendships. You know what I mean? I am coming into the second half of my life. I'm wanting to go out and do things, and you know, a lot of my friends are having young children. So I'm looking to, you know, expand my friendship circle and find some friends also that are, you know, in this other chapter of their life, maybe had kids young like we did, and, you know, are in their saucy, flirty, and 40, feeling good, ready to go out and enjoy life. Mindset, where I feel like a lot of my friends currently who are having young kids, they did that when they were young and had kids later in life, where Danny and I are like literally the complete opposite. So just trying to figure out what that looks like. To all of you out there who are on a weight loss journey, I just say to you, stick with it. I promise you, even if it feels like there is never going to be an after or never going to be, you know, a person on the other side, I am here to tell you, I promise you, if you stay consistent, you will have an after and you will come out on the other side. And sometimes it's really hard to stay motivated if you don't have people in your life that are in your corner rooting you on. It can be very, very difficult. I am so blessed to have this platform because hundreds of you, if not, you know, thousands of you, comment weekly about the healthy and positive changes that I've made in my life. And it is so motivating, and it just helps me stay the course, because when you look at yourself every day, you don't always notice, you know? So if you don't have that, let me know and let me be that person for you, because it's hard to do it on your own, especially if you're trying to claw your way out of trauma or, you know, years of being stuck under other people's expectations or work or motherhood or whatever that looks like. Just stay the course, my friends. And please know that you are worth everything. You're worth everything. You're worth every pound that you're going to shed. You're worth every mile you're going to walk. You're worth every good decision you're going to make. You're worth it. You are so worth it. Your life is worth it. And there's this old adage that's such a trope, you know, nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. And I wholeheartedly disagree with that, because I sure do love a delicious chocolate cake. But I will say that nothing tastes as good as healthy feels. And This energy level that I have is, you know, contagious. I try so hard to bring it to every environment that I'm in, and I feel like it can be very, very contagious. So stay the course. If you guys have any questions about any, you know, of the things I've discussed today, definitely check out my weight loss playlist, or feel free to leave me a comment. I will do my very best to get back to you. Sometimes it's hard with comments because I still am working. When I'm not working, I will be so much better. But until then, sometimes it's hard. But stay the course, and thank you guys always for your incredible support. You are so incredibly supportive, and you've helped me get to where I am today. I owe you the world, and hopefully I can, you know, be an inspiration to you as well, and motivate you as well the way you motivate me every single day. So thank you so much for watching today's video. If you aren't subscribed, I would love to have you subscribe and come back for more. And until the next one, my friends, take care.